Hi, my name is Sienna. I was just introduced to this channel by my best friend, Joi Lyn. To be honest, it took me a little while to wrap my head around this whole foot sniffing thing, but once I talked with Joi Lyn's friends at the dance club, I pretty much realized what I somehow always knew, and that is, a lot of people love the scent of female feet in sexy heels. They asked me if I had any high heels they could feature in a video, and I immediately thought about my party girls. Well, that's what I call them anyway. They are actually a pair of Jimmy Choo platforms, with an open toe, and totally extreme 6-inch spike heels. I originally bought them to wear with an awesome dress I purchased, for a summer party. I mean, I was just standing there by the kitchen door, talking to some girls, and I wasn't even conscious of what my feet were doing. Then this guy comes up to me, and asks me how I could walk in such high-heeled shoes. He really seemed curious about it, and as I was standing there, I realized I had slipped my foot out of one of my shoes. This guy was just staring down at my foot the whole time. Wow, I thought to myself, this dude must have a serious foot fetish or something. So I slipped my foot back into my shoe, and said to him, "Yeah, we girls wear some pretty uncomfortable shoes, just to look good." Then he said, "Well, I think high heels are just so sexy. I love when women wear super high-heeled shoes like the ones you're wearing. Those are Jimmy Choo's, right?" I was surprised that he knew what brand they were, and so I complimented him on his attention to detail regarding women's shoes. Then I had a really naughty thought. I decided I was going to test my hunch about him having a foot fetish. I slipped off my left shoe again, and picked it up. Then I handed it to him, and asked him if he ever saw 6-inch heels up close before. Just as I suspected, his hands began to tremble as he held my freshly worn shoe. I said, "I hope they don't stink too bad, I've been wearing them all day. I do try to keep my feet smelling nice, but you know how it is, feet inside shoes can get kinda stinky sometimes." He looked totally flustered, and his mouth was just gaping in amazement. "Yeah, right, no, your feet don't smell at all." He could barely speak coherently, and that's when I knew, this poor guy did have a foot fetish. I said, "You know what? I have a really strange question to ask you if you don't mind. I wonder if you could just give me your opinion on something." He said, "Of course, no problem, what is it?" I told him my girlfriend told me that these heels were starting to stink, and that I had stinky feet too. So I would really appreciate it, if you could settle the argument, and tell me if you think she's right. I promise I won't feel bad if you agree with her." He gave me a surprised look, and said, "Sure, no problem." He lifted my shoe up to his nose, closed his eyes, and took a long, deep sniff of the open toe area, then slowly opened his eyes and said, "Wow, I'm not sure what to say. I think your shoes have a very lovely, musky scent to them. They smell quite good actually. Very feminine, yet slightly stinky, but in a good way. Wow, I can't believe you let me sniff your shoe. I hope you don't think I'm weird or something."